This is the 24 hours of Bitcoin. You can pause the video to read the disclaimer or click on a link down in the description below. The purpose of this daily video series is to do a short review of the relative strength index, the on-balance volume indicator, and the MACD indicator. And we're using them to see if we can predict what prices may do in the next 24 hours, and also using them as a case study so that we can study and learn from these indicators. Over the past while, we've been seeing this divergence building up in the relative strength index, and yet for my own part, as prices were breaking and building out here, and the relative strength index was showing strength, I was anticipating that prices were going to move much higher out of this rather than pulling back. When we look at the on-balance volume, we can also see that there's been a shift from strong buying to less strong buying, much less strong buying right here, and even more selling overall than buying. Then when we look at the MACD indicator, there's also a divergence that we've been pointing out throughout the last week and a half or so, but it's really poignant to see where this crossover occurred, and that pretty much all of the rest of this time was could have been put into other activities because the main show was already over, as we've seen up until now. So although prices have pulled back, we're looking at the 4-hour bars now of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Stellar. We can see that we have tiny little 1, 2, 3 bottoms shaping up here in the 5-minute bars, and all 4 markets have come back to historically significant levels for this move. If we zoom out to the 30-minute views, we can see where our trend lines from yesterday marking out the uptrend were broken, a good sell signal, and we can also see where now prices have come down and they are touching on support from the past. Really key levels now. It gives us another place to be able to make trading decisions from, both either buying or selling decisions. Let's zoom in now on these indicators. It'll clear this off, and I'm going to zoom into the 3-day view. So we're looking at the 15-minute bars. And what I'm looking to see if I can find here is evidence that this might be a bottom. So let's zoom right into the 5-minute view, which is kind of crazy, but there are things that this will show us in the oversold territory, and that we have a divergence here at this little spot is interesting. We'll just take note of it. I'm not really liking the on-balance volume as much. We have a deeper sell here, but much less deep here, and even turning positive. So this we'll have to watch for to see if things turn around and start to pick up above these levels and we're getting some positive. It would have to then show us that prices come up above that support and stay there in order to give me confidence that this is turning around. Now, if I zoom in on the MACD indicator and see what it may be telling us, we are also getting crossovers here at the same time that we have this bottom. So again, it's got some proving to do from where it is right now. Now that it's pulled back, all of these markets, if they are actually going to pause here, they have to consolidate and build up above these support and resistance levels. Otherwise, we are probably going to be seeing more of this. Let me zoom back in. More of the, what do you call, the slinky down the stairs type of action, where it's going down and down and down. And if this volume continues to increase as it goes down in every bounce, then we'll probably get some serious crack to the prices. And the best we can do really is give us a Fibonacci and get some idea of where prices might be going to, as we've been looking for the last couple days as we saw this divergence setting up. Don't want to see it, would prefer to see this consolidate and show some strength from here. Now, earlier in a video, we talked about the flaming candle pattern, the bull flag, and we talked about 2016, May of 2016. So what I've done is I've pulled the charts back to May of 2016, looking at the 1-hour bars. And if we unfold this and see what actually happened in this breakout, to see how much did we come back? How much did we come back? How much doubt and fear was there in these markets as they were going through this rise? There was quite a bit And then what did the top formation look like, and how did that play out with these indicators just as it finally ran out of steam right here? These are the details that we'll be studying over the next couple days as our prices are unfolding. So that was the relative strength index. And then we can see in the on balance volume a very different pattern than we are now seeing. We are needing to see more of this and the larger volume coming in, and anticipate that there will be moments of fear after every move up. So are we in this moment of fear? Is it going to consolidate and give us more room up? Well, this is the key question that we're in right now. And one of the reasons that I'm going back to these 2016 charts to review what happened with the on balance volume, what happened with the indicators, the MACD indicator as it crossed over here. We should be seeing a lot of crossover and strength to the upside that I don't think we're seeing in the MACD right now. If I go back to today's charts and zoom out, we're in the 4-hour bar. So we did get some nice strength there, Brad. It's really pulled back deeply. If I go to the MACD in the future, okay, it also pulled back, not quite as deeply though. So we can see what kind of pattern we're anticipating looking at the 1-hour bars on the way up. Now we'll look for that pattern as things unfold right now, but they're not shaping up quite the same yet. So there's a good study of where things are in the last 24 hours, what it might be doing in the next while, and what to look for in our limits of trading ranges right now. Hopefully this is helpful for you. It certainly helps my own trading to do these videos, and I appreciate you guys following along. Great to have you here. If this is helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or some suggestions of things you'd like me to cover, put those in the comments down below. Thanks again, and good luck in all of your Bitcoin trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow.